are you guys today? Hello, this is Lisa Phillips with My Soul Powered Life. I show you how to tap into your spiritual gifts, your spiritual abilities, your spiritual blessings to bless yourself and everyone around you and live the life you were always meant to live with ease and grace. Okay? So I'm so happy to be doing this one. These are some major breakthroughs I've been using every single day. My world is different now, and I realize how manifesting works, and it's a co-creation process. Now, you might have, please watch the Power of Intention video before. If you don't want to go in depth about it with examples, I'll just tell you here. When you set an intention, you are telling, because you have free will, you're telling your spirit guides, your guardian angels, and your spirit what you want. When you say, my intention for this is X. And they're going to work and do everything behind the scenes. They're going to talk to other people's spirit guides, other people's souls, other events that they can control. And they're going to bring the circumstances around so that that is supported as much as they can. Everyone has free will. So if you set an intention to get the best, like I do go through a lot of virtual assistants, like, hey, I need a good video editor today. Bring me the best video, and my intention is to get the best video editor in the next 5 minutes. Well, what they'll do is go out and go, well, we know that Lisa's spirit is X and she goes really well with this. We're going to get person, and then they'll go out because they're infinite, and they'll go, who's out there looking for a place, because we want to make sure they see this and they apply right now. And there's probably 10,000 people all over the globe on Upwork who are sitting there doing it, but they'll make sure mine gets in front of the person they know is a good fit for me, and it's a good fit for, and I'm a good fit for them, right? Because it goes both ways. And if we're both retired as high as good, they'll make sure they see that. That's co-creation in a nutshell. Now, when you add not just your spirit guides, but you add angelic assistants, Archangel Michael, Gabriel, lesser known ones, which I like to use because when you talk to the lesser known ones and no one's using them, they'll just hang out. They're like sitting there waiting to go, what else do you need? We need you to be in your full power in order for you to help others. So we are here at your disposal, right? Which is amazing. And I actually use the lesser known ones because they tend to hang out, whereas Archangel Michael and Gabriel, the well-known ones from the Catholic religion, are always, people are constantly calling them. And so they'll step forward, but it's a whole other different ones with the angels no one talks about. So those are my buddies. And as you strengthen your spiritual gifts and abilities and you do your healings, I do self-healings on myself, angelic healings, but I do them on other people as well. You're going to be more attuned to be able to see when they appear, that bright light that shows up behind your eyes, or that wand of energy when they show up. It just depends if you want to go deep into it or not. So that's the power of intention. So let me talk about co-creation. My life is different once I did this. And the reason I got this experience is not only because I'm doing the healing and I had faith, because the way my life went, it could have been so bad. And I know I just had help. There's no way with someone with my attitude and my personality. There was so many situations I could have died. My dad had this too. He was like, I didn't know how to swim. Like he has stories about his people, like we were blessed. We know we were blessed. My dad has stories about he couldn't swim, and for some reason he just knew to like crawl to the ground, grab onto some weeds, pull himself up, breathe, crawl to the ground, in the water, pull himself up, breathe, crawl, and he got out. Like most people die. You've seen the video of people who died when they drowned. And so he knows, I know, we needed to be around. And that's why when I was introduced to angelic assistants and spirit guides, I was like, yeah, there is no other reason I'm here. Didn't even doubt it. To me, it was just like, how do I talk to them more clearly? Not if, how. Right? So that's my experience, why it was so easy to leap forward in faith. And I have a feeling you have the same experience where people have been helping you. It hasn't always been necessarily easy, but you had someone looking out for you. So when I found out that there's angelic assistants and they're just here to help. So I didn't do anything evil. I didn't put anything bad on anybody. But I was like, and I told I started out, I asked like 20 questions, or asked 20 angels to get the same thing. I was like, I needed to make money today because in my business, because I'm self-employed. And I made it. I was like, oh, look at that. And I just realized what happened with the power of intention, how it's your spirit guides. You have free will, but they're spirit guides. You tell them they can do this. They start working behind the scenes to bring the things happening to you. So when I started using angels, I now have a list on my phone, if I don't, like in front of my desk, but on my phone of things I want to accomplish every day. And if I ask for assistance for that, if I ask them to help show me and guide me the way to do X, I now know that even if I am not guided to do something, like maybe it might be I want to get more members in my monthly memberships, I want this business to go smoothly. Like I'm going through mediation with my husband, right? I want this court case to go smoothly. I know if I put that out there, if I just take the 2-3 seconds to make that request, that even if I'm not guided to do anything, sometimes I'm guided to be like right before we walked into the court, the mediation, I looked at my husband and was like, you know what, we really are. I was just inspired to say something really sweet and nice, right? They helped me with that, and it really set the tone. And sometimes that's your inspiration. The other inspiration is everything else. Them working with his spirit guides, the other spirit guides, and making sure that they're understanding that this is for the highest good. So let's go forward. So I really started realizing there's a co-creation aspect to it. So even if I don't do anything or get any guidance or inspiration, I know if I ask, they'll bring the people to me. So I know I asked, like, I didn't make money in like a week, and I have bills to pay, right? I take care of my household, and I remember I asked like 10 angels or something, and someone got on the phone who was not, they were calling to tell me about, I do a member excellence call in my monthly membership for real estate investing, just so they can tell me what they love, what they don't love, and what I can fix. And she was like, hey, I want to do this thing with you. And it was just like, wow, those were the angels. Because there was no reason for that call to be so insistent that she wanted to work. But like I said, it's a co-creation process. I asked the angels, they got someone who was aligned with what I do, who I could benefit, I could benefit from knowing them, they could benefit from knowing me, and they made sure that person was there. And it was easy to do because the person was already scheduled. But they're like, this is the right thing to do. So it's a co-creative process as long as it's for your highest good. So sometimes, you ask for something. I remember when I started, it was like 7 out of 10 things I asked for or I got, right, immediately. And those other 3 things came, but they came in timing. And I noticed that it was when other people who were really good for me to work with became available, right? It's when a situation that was in the way got cleared up is when this came. But so much better once this situation got cleared up, or healing I had to do, or learning I needed to do. And so you really start to see, the more you ask, it's just easier for you to see what that co-creation process is. You just simply asking. So every day I have a list of archangels. It's on my phone because it's in front of my desk, but sometimes I just wake up before I start my day. I have a list of 15 angels. I'll start with 5. And I'll ask them to show me and guide me to do X. And I have like a thing of 6. So it takes me about 5 minutes. The benefits of that, because I can feel it, is every time I ask and communicate with those angels, it deepens our connection and ability for me to hear them. And it just deepens their ability, vice versa. And they know I'm here. They become more aware of my presence. They feel my energy. We just have a deeper connection to this compassionate soul who is there just to help. But it also raises my vibration, which helps because then by the 5th time I ask, if I don't have my necklace on that helps integrate high frequency energy, I'm a little buzzed because of the amount of energy, because I can feel it. But then at that point, it's so easy if they're like, hey, put this on your YouTube page. If you put this, you're going to get so many, like just little things I've overlooked all this time will just pop in my head. And I was like, oh my God, that's making the biggest difference in my business. They told me to put this on my YouTube videos, and I did, and then blank, and it just makes it easy. So now I'm a co-creator. So I'll ask my request and I'll sit and wait. And if halfway through I don't get what I requested, or I didn't get inspiration, at one point I take it as, they're working on it, it'll take time, or I'll ask 5 more of the same angels, different angels. This depends on how I feel about it that day. The more diverse it is, the more you get all those competing different angels working on it. And so I find it happens like faster because you just have so much help. Versus if it's something that's not time sensitive, I'll just ask the same angels to like, okay, if I'm supposed to be receiving, let me know. If I'm supposed to be doing this, let me know. I'll just ask so that's sort of how I do it. That's how it's been working. And I want to put this out there. So just listen, just ask. If you want to start with, let me ask and see, who are the angels they can start off with manifesting and co-creating in their life? Archangel Ariel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Gabriel. Just start with those. Now there's 100 different angels. I talk to 20 every day. But for you, just go, just take a leap of faith. Archangel Ariel, show me and guide me to what my next steps to X. Archangel Gabriel, show me and guide me what my next steps are for this. And as soon as you say that, they'll start working on it. You'll notice you didn't have to do anything, but the person that you needed shows up in your freaking face. I put time limits. I say in the next 2 minutes. I'll say today. It might not happen today, but I just do. Just because I want it. And, prayer. So I just wanted to tell you about this. This is a little bit shorter. The power of intention was a little bit longer, but you co-create and try this every morning. Just try it. Ask, ye shall receive. Ask, and it is given. Lisa Phillips. If you look at my previous video, I just had lesson. It was like ask, then ask again. And I wanted to talk about this because I tell my husband how I ask like 20 to 40 questions a day. I ask for things every day, right? I'm a natural CEO. I naturally outsource. I'm outsourcing this to make my life easier. I am unbothered. And I told him about this. And he's like, well, you're not supposed to, he learned because he was very strict Catholic. I learned that you're not supposed to ask about something so small or unworthy to make sure you don't spill something when you're going to when you're going to your room and that's not worthy of their time. And it's so interesting because I don't have those beliefs. I just went, okay, let me start small with little things because little things are easy, but deepen the connection to it so they understand my voice and my wants and my energy. And I said to him, and I'm saying to you, if there's 2 people who in 6 months, one person, me, asked angels for help with every little thing 20 to 30 times a day. And there's one person who asked for help 2 times in that 6 months. Who has a deeper connection to the angels and their spirit guides? Right? Who has a higher frequency and vibration and can hear them even more clearly 6 months later? Right? Who can clearly see all this divine items at work because it was just, you just saw one after the other come through. Right? So take that with you. So you can talk to Jesus Christ once a month, once every 6 months. But you show me someone who talks to Jesus Christ because he's just the same as an angel. They're here to help. Very compassionate, love energy. You ask him 40 questions a day, your connection to Jesus is strong. Because every time he touches you and you touch him, that's a connection. The connection gets deeper. How deep do you want your connections? I want all the help I can get. My life has changed since I leaned into this and I ask it for everything. And I want the same for you. So give it a shot. Just take a leap of faith. And some of you guys are going to do this and some of you guys are going to keep turning and not do it. But please, it's so easy to tap in. We've always been given everything we wanted, but they made fun of us. They derided us. They burned witches at the stake. They made fun of your witch doctors. They had us make fun of our African witch doctors. And that was the one thing we had through our spiritual gifts and abilities to get through this in the matter that we can as our birthright for having taken form from spirit to the physical world. The one thing they made us make fun of. Stop making fun of it. Take some faith. If you're very religious, use Jesus and ask Jesus Christ for things every single day and use the power of intention. That is the same. Jesus is infinite, but he's very overworked. So I actually don't use him, but I could. I usually just use the angels because people are not using them as much. And I will go to lesser known ones who are just as powerful and are there to help. Give this a shot. So you are co-manifesting. It's not just a secret. It's ask and have your spirit guides and angels and ask specific angels to go and do this for you. And they will bring the circumstances in addition to giving you what you need to do. So I just had to make it to that phone call. They made sure the person on who was aligned with my product and was their highest good answered. And I have big goals. I think I did a manifestation for like 999 trillion. I thought of the biggest number I could, right? Which is Lisa. Right? So I haven't got my 999 trillion yet, right? This is a big number. I go big or go home, right? But, with little things, it's so consistent, and that's where we need to be. It could be I want a great day at work. Angels, help show me and guide me to what I need to do to have a great day at work. Show me and guide me what I need to do to get promoted. Show me and guide me what I need to do to get more money today out of my business. Show me and guide me what I need to do to be a happier person. Show me and guide me, I've done this, how I can love myself more. Right? Show me. I'm tired. Show me and guide me to, I saw a horrible thing about, this is actually what happens a lot. Show me and guide me what I can do to, and I'll put easily and effortlessly because I don't want anything to be hard, so I'll caveat it. Easily and effortlessly help with saving the environment. I don't have much time to show me. And then all of a sudden what pops up on my Facebook page is like, hey, $5 a month helps us do the ocean cleaning project, which I now donate. I donate to like that, Save the Whales, Act Blue, which is like help $5 a month to help prosecutors, to help elect liberal prosecutors who will go after police who shoot unarmed black men and people of color. The Innocence Project, which is freeing people who are convicted. And when I ask that question, little things do show up, and I don't mind. So I spend like $35 a month on like 7 different pet projects, or not pet, but like things I want to help. And I know if there's 10,000 of us each, or 20,000, or 100,000 on Facebook who do this, these companies and corporations have enough to go on, right? So it can manifest in little different ways. Just don't hold on to the how, because sometimes you might ask for a promotion, but the promotion might be to get fired and you get another job that's better for you. And then you look back and see it was better. So just don't be afraid. Like, accept it, know they heard you, and keep asking. Ask for little things, ask for big things. Deepen that connection. Deepen it to the point where, like, when I ask for, one of the things I'd ask for is for when I go downtown for a parking spot right next to the stairs in the garage I use. I did that like 10 times. Now I don't even ask. It's just there when I get there. They already know because I deepened that connection. And there will become a point where they like know that's what you want, and they're going to actively help and do that. There is a turning point. That's what you want to get. And, my life is a life of ease. And even if I don't make the thousands of dollars I wanted, I've been making always enough to provide for me, my family, and my bills. And that's a level of stress that has been released. I've been able to focus more on my daughter because I know I did what I needed to do to co-create that day, the things that I needed. And that's, so some of the things I'll ask for is like, I have a monthly membership. I want 1,000 members in it. I want to make X amount in passive income a month. I would like to, I did one where I was like, I want to have 15 streams of passive income. Right? And so I'm getting all these ideas of apps and this and that. And I'm like, let's do it. And that's how the life is. So the ideas keep coming. And then I'm going to do one for 30 streams of passive income. Passive income. If you guys don't do this, make sure it's passive. Passive is the best kind of income to make because then you can live the life you want, but you did what you needed to do ahead of time to get it. So thank you guys so much. And with that, the lesson today is over. I am going to, if you are interested, you can stay and listen. I'm going to show you some of the jewels I am creating. I'd like to just talk about the jewelry I use. Just because crystals can heal you as well and help you get to your goals. They actually help with meditation and deepening my skills. So you already heard I have my lapis lazuli. You're never going to see me talk without this. You're never ever going to see me talk without it. It helps me get in touch with my spiritual truth, who my soul is, and connect to it, as well as tinge everything I say with wisdom. It's a speaker stone. As always, here's my limestone. It helps for working out and overall losing weight. FYI, I'm going to do a healing, a series of 5 healings that I'm using to lose weight. I'm waiting until I'm down about 10 pounds. It is working. I did a series of healings. One was to remove sugar cravings. One healing was to have the energy of someone who works out 6 hours a week. One was one to be to always eat healthy. And one was for optimal peak health. In between all of those, like, my diet's changing so naturally. I'm getting images, like I'm drinking water and oranges instead of like going for cookies and stuff. So it's amazing. So, so the limestone is part of that. I channeled like what's a good stone for that. And that was, I was told that was it. That's good for everyone. This is selenite and obsidian. It's yellow selenite, which connects to my solar plexus power, where my spiritual powers and growth, your spiritual powers are. And this just helps amplify, cleanse it. and amplify it. And it's also black obsidian, which is also connects me to my spiritual powers and gifts and abilities. So when I wear this and I co-create, I'm definitely adding a little bit more powerful force to it. So pretty much wear that every day. And I have so many. So I have to like really tailor it down some days. This is shungite, so if I don't have like my purple, it's just very, very, very grounding. So when I get a lot of high frequency energy because of a healing I just done for myself, because I do healings just about every day, this just helps ground the energy. It's so small, but so powerful. And these are the healings I do for my third eye. So I make my own jewelry because if I would, first of all, I can't find something with this, with all these crystals. It's like crystals cost for a string of 16 inches of real genuine crystals, anywhere from $3 to $10, unless it's very rare. And so it cost me $5 to make a necklace. Like I have all these clasps. You can make your own clasp actually. So this one's sugarlight, iolite, amethyst, and purple fluorite. So this is a sugarlight. This is a Herkimer diamond, which amplifies times 100. Everything here. There's iolite, there's purple fluorite, there's purple amethyst, and this is white calcite. All of these help stimulate your third eye healing. So me just wearing them means that they're actively healing and giving a blessing and helping condition my third eye. And I have to say, after the energy healings I've been doing and in conjunction of wearing this, I'm now able to see more images when I ask questions. And deepen my other psychic abilities. All right, that's it. And if you want, I'll put down at the bottom how you can, if you want jewelry making kit, you don't have to, but crystals heal, so why not heal them? And where you can do them. All right, and thank you so much. So this is Lisa Phillips with My Soul Powered Life, showing you how to live a life of easy abundance by knowing your soul's gifts, your soul powers, and your soul's purpose. All right, thank you very much. Just take a leap of faith and just start. Ask 10 questions and see what happens. It's going to become addictive. All right, thank you. Bye.